Our video is looking really great. The next thing to do is add titles. All right, so down here in our toolbar, if you tap the text button, you will have all of these different options for different types of titles. You can create text from AI. This is a beta feature that's being built out right now. You can add text that's custom. You could add stickers, captions, all kinds of other things. You could even draw right on your video. But we're gonna just add some basic titles to start out with. So tap the Add Text button. Once you do that, a text box pops up here in your video. You could type in there, and here in the text bar, you could type in your text. So wildlife in my backyard. From there, we can adjust the style, the font, everything. Here we have a bunch of preset styles here, so we can just tap these down here. There's, again, lots of pro ones, but also lots of free ones. If you have your brand font sets up, again, the brand kit is your fonts, your colors, your logos. It'll all appear here once you set that up. You could also add fonts if you have font files. So after you pick the font choice that you like, you could adjust the style. So here we can change things like the color, like right here, the white on this background looks kind of hard. You could adjust the size here. You could add shadow, background, stroke, glow. You have all of these preset effects here. So maybe we want something like this, wildlife in my backyard. It kind of matches the vibe that's going on with the color of this shot itself. You also have effects. So this is also going to change the look, different style things. Kind of reminds me of the good old clip art that we had back in the day, and that just adjusts the style of your text. We have animations. So this is going to be the entrance or exit of your text, but specifically built out for text. So if you want like a typewriter effect, if you want type fade effect, which is kind of cool. Here we have different bubbles that you could add as well to your text. So all kinds of good stuff. I'm going to check that check box, and it adds it as a layer on my timeline. From here, we can actually go up into our video itself and move it around. It's a little big, so just tapping on the bottom right corner, we can adjust the size. You can also adjust the rotation. Tapping on the right top corner is where you go back into editing all of the just features, the edits. Down bottom left, you can duplicate this. So now we have 2 titles. And then in the top left, that's to delete it. We can also adjust in our timeline where it is. We can adjust the beginning, the end. Say we just want this on this first clip. We can do that. But we probably do want some sort of animation in or out. So again, we could go back to that animation page just by going down here to animations, and we get to these text animations. So I just want sort of a fade in. I want a fade out as well. Maybe this bounce left is kind of cool. We can adjust the timing of this with the sliders down at the bottom. All right, so now we have our text fade in, and then it kind of fades out at the end as well. Here we also have stickers. So when we're in the sort of title set menu, if we're back on our timeline, it collapses and we don't see that text anymore. But if we tap the text on the bottom of our toolbar, we see all of the text that we have. And here we can go back and we could add things like stickers. So stickers, fun for social media. You can find all kinds of stickers here. You could upload stickers or add stickers. Say you have an image or something. There's all my kiddos. Anything like that, you could just add directly to your footage. So we have this sort of glowing feature right here. This glitter, maybe we want to add this. Kind of cool. Not really with the vibe of my video, but that's where you find stickers. You have all of your options for editing your stickers down here, animating it in or out, flipping it, making it mirrored, and all of that kind of stuff too. Yeah. And then the last thing I wanted to show you right now is the draw feature. So drawing just allows you to draw right onto the screen. So I'm just going to draw with this arrow. And now we have a drawing on our clip itself. We can adjust the in and out points again. You can animate it. So the Pro features allows it to actually draw on or off, which is kind of cool. We could just have sort of a wipe on effect as well, a fade in, which is pretty cool. But I think this is one where the Pro feature actually makes the most sense. If you're going to be doing a lot of drawing on your footage, I would get that so you can actually see it being drawn on. So that's the title menu that includes other things like stickers, drawing on, auto captions. That's going to work if you have voice and someone talking in your video itself. Same with auto lyrics. And the last thing is this text template here, which has a bunch of templates that you can use. It has motion graphics, that kind of thing, that look really amazing that you can find here. A lot of them are with the Pro plan, but some of them aren't. Pretty cool stuff down here as well. And you just tap it if you want to use one. You could edit it after, so let's just tap on one. And then when we want to edit it, we can type text into this. So we're going to type in the birds. And now we have this cool title right here that we can move around. And we got that template there. So all of these things kind of work the same. I feel like you probably get it now. You just add it and then you have all the same sort of options for animating on, off. Really right now, I just want this one title at the beginning of this video, like so. So if you want to add titles, go ahead and do it. And then we'll see you in the next lesson.